All right. Hello, hello, hello. Let's get this going. We are old school today. We're very old school today. Got the turtleneck on. And this is an interesting scenario we find ourselves in. Or I find myself in, to be specific. Yeah, we had a slew of problems. First off, a family emergency. And then a number of people being unable to do today in this kind of community cast setting due to technical restrictions because of that initial problem. So there's all sorts of reasons why it's just me here today, and we're on my channel and we're not going out onto the main channel. We don't have all the graphics and all that. Yeah, so it's basically I'm doing this game just so that people have the VOD and we have the game, and you know, like we have stats and things. So yeah, it's going to be chill. I'm observing. I can't say for certain I'm casting, but I am, because I'm observing, having to take down things like the bans and the round history. So excuse any long breaks in being remotely entertaining. Excuse any long breaks in being remotely capable at observing the game. It's been a very long time for me. We're just going to sit on this for a moment while I take down the bans quickly. Nook. Azami. Dokkaby and Solis. Okay, cool. We're good. Now let's see how good I am again or not at this. Ah, and it's defaulted back to C for that. Great. Okay, one of my custom binds for the
5 seconds left before insertion.
Oh no, it hasn't.
Attackers are moving out
Wait,
to
what?
locate a bomb and defuse it.
Why is it doing this? Okay, I'm gonna have to change this after this round. We'll watch the round and then I'll go into my settings. Alright, what's going on? Ooh, Icox, he's having a little scanny wanny. Scanny wanny? I don't like that at all. And yeah, so my UI button is the same as my collapse the screen to or go to overhead button. So yeah, that's going to be fun. But it's also not the same button to change back. It's reset a bunch of binds. Steely is not in a good spot. Who is that at the moment on defense? There's no one up there in elevator. Okay, that's fine. In Kanto. We're going to go overhead for a sec. Wow, so really quick control here from Sked. This is impressive, actually. They've got a lock on main stairs. They've got... Have they got someone coming down dirt? No, no one coming down dirt. Not yet. Look at the stack up Koji. Alright, that was an interesting move by Koji there. Steely gets a double. And I miss it like the pro I am. Wow, alright. So now... These guys pretty locked in. Oh, Icoc's fighting on the hatch. That's impressive. Let's flip on over to just all the attackers. We'll get the hang of this. Don't you worry, guys. Running into sight. Oh, Icox is doing the classic thing. Scanning out the drones. Or the players coming through server. Yeah, that's good. That hasn't popped up. I just got a Uplay pop up. He also just got a Discord message, as you probably heard. I don't know why it's not on streamer mode. Many things to fix. A minute left. Gerry attempting to cast. I used to do this all the time, you know. I used to be the you know, the guy who did it all at the same time. Sounds like an execute, but Scarex is watching. I'm gonna stay on Payno because he's gonna get this kill. At least he should. Oh, there's a second one though. BMS following up. 2 versus 2. Steely coming down main. Will he win this fight onto the garage player? He's giving his position away. See who that is. Scarex. BMS getting the defuse down. Gerry's making the play. Icoc's making the play. Oh, beaten out. So close. 1v1. The movements. Oh, BMS gets it. Tasty, tasty round. And I can't cast while observing. We have realised. Hi, South Park. Alright, so that went scared away. Cool. Alright, now we try and fix the observer settings. This is where you get to see my disgusting controls. Oh, it's here, isn't it? Ain't gonna work.
Honey, you mean Hercules?
Yep, okay. Well,
Attackers
we'll
need to locate and defuse
do
bombs.
this. Controls, okay. That's character controls. Observation tool controls, okay. Why is jump? Oh, it's observation tools, okay. Spectator cams, that's what we need. That's all fine. Top-down camera space, yes. Expand collapse player card C. Why then? Is it kind of like... Let's just do that. Why does it... first person view. Where's
10
first
seconds
person
left.
view? First person camera, also that. There we go.
5 seconds
Why can't you have them
remaining.
both as the same one? That's so stupid. You used to be able to have them both the same one.
Bomb and defuse it.
Now I can't go into top down. We'll make that ult. There we go. Okay, top down is ult. Alright, apply, go. Alright. Yeah, you used to have them bound to the same button. I suppose it's better to have them bound as different buttons, but alright. Oh, they got the yokai drone. Alright. Some early scouting. Dealey once again. That entry roll. There's no one holding open, no one holding admin at the moment, although... No, that's down in the basement. Dealey just droning ahead for himself. Icox trying to read this. Got the pulse. Playing a bit more passive this time, it seems. Our ice force. There comes the yokai drone. Getting out of harm's way. Opting to latch down these stairs. Stun Steely, but no one to capitalise. And the yokai will retreat to safety. Icox watching out for this push down the stairs. Let's follow Booster for a second. He's being droned ahead. Got Icox on the other side. That Icox and
Beauty's in place.
Koji.
Loading mag.
Got assistance here. Really taking their time. Are they going to get that hatch open? Is BMS going to do it? Nope. He's not going to do it. Why don't they open the hatch? I don't understand. Why wouldn't you open the hatch there? Maybe they thought that if they opened the hatch, they would just fall back and they didn't have a pinch on them. But they've kind of missed the opportunity there. They've taken the ground, though. It's taken a long time.
Bomb
Steely
located
on
by
Overwatch.
attackers.
Alright. Saving that hard breach, I suppose, for this wall then. Yeah, they didn't want to open the hatch. They'd already used the hard breach charge on one of the hatches. But they've got a Hibana. Interesting move.
Attackers
Kano's
dropped
managed
the
to... I
diffuser.
just spotted that Echo drone jumping up into the site in the corner. If I had free cam skills, I would use them right now, but I don't.
Yes, ready.
Gonna maybe play around with free cam in a bit, because why not?
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Sticking outside of it for now.
15
Comes the
seconds to go.
execute.
Incoming!
Trying to
10 seconds
force their
left.
way in, but I don't think it's working. Steely goes down. Scarek just holding. Oh, the drop comes out from BMS. C4 out. No plant.
Operators, you
No
have run out of
plant.
time.
Let's have a look here in the chaos. The stun. Double stun from the yokai. Undetected that whole time. Good play from Pano. Alright, so a basement defense 1. Just double check there hasn't been anything in the chat. Cool. Alright. Let's have a look. Alright, so
Defenders,
This
protect your
round,
bombs
this
from being
round.
defused by attackers.
Are we going to attempt free cam with only a keyboard? At the moment, I'm observing. So I'm a weird non-sticks man. Because I didn't have a controller back. Well, I didn't use a controller back in the day when I used to observe. So I'm very adept with just the keyboard by itself. Whenever I try and use the controller, it fails miserably.
Attackers have discovered the
But
location of a bomb.
it may be a necessity for good free cam work. I mean, it's a necessity for good, like, top-down stuff as well. But
10 seconds left before
yeah, it cannot be the same primary button, so that's why. Yeah, I know that sounds right. I know that now. It's a bit annoying because it used to be that it was they were the same button, so you could switch using space, using spacebar for both.
Camera in position.
And I kind of preferred that, to be honest, because I suppose now you've got 3 different things that you can switch between. It makes a lot of sense with free cam in the game. You want to be able to control each of them separately and switch to each of them separately. But when it was just a binary thing, having one button as, you know, yes and no was fine. Okay, Steely looks like he's lagging a bit. Look at these pings. He's fine. Ooh, icon. So we've got an open area defense. Let's have a look at this setup. Got kind of distracted there. Booster sitting outside. Koji. Taking out Steely. Alright. Nice early frag. That was in electrical, correct? Kind of missed it. Must have been. Unless he was above. No, no pressure above yet. Practicing is out as well. Speaking of. By getting in a scuffle with a player in Tellers. Or Archives, rather. I always get the two mixed up. Don't know why. Well, I mean, it's because they're next to each other, but... Taking their time. What's happened there? What's Koji done? There is a glass on the other end of this, Koji. I wouldn't be too brave. Okay, baiting a push one way, going the other. I see, trying to make the play. Nice one.
Loading mag.
Koji has a read though. Good refrag. Who's this inside of Archives still? Scarex. No, this is Tellers. See, I told you. Yeah, I don't think BMS knows. He's in the same room. They're in the same room. That's a freebie.
Nitro cell set.
This is smart. Can he make it a twofer? He can make it a twofer. All down to fire. Let's see if Scarrett can do it though. What a 3-piece. Completely unmarked, man. You gotta do your man-to-man marking. Alright. So, open area defense successful. Sweet. Can I free cam with just the keyboard and mouse? Free camera Z. Okay.
Defenders, protect your
We'll give it a go.
being defused by attackers.
Ah, yes. We got the mouse. And that moves us down and up. What zooms in? I don't know what zoom is. Well, I hope you're enjoying this free cam work, guys. I don't know what zoom is. It's nice though. I actually don't mind
10
this.
seconds to go.
The mouse and keyboard. If you could make the scroll
5
wheel
seconds
zoom,
remaining.
that'd be really nice.
Attackers must locate
Well.
and defuse the bomb.
We'll come out of that. I might see if I can revolutionize free cam by using mouse and keyboard instead of controller. I'm certain that many, many greater observers will have done this before me. Also, look at that wonderful bug. Get that lot on bank nowadays. Ossa, Finker, Flores.
A bomb has been located.
But what is the CEO hold? Garrick's beneath. Interesting. What's he looking out for? Oh, well. Whoever that was, I guess. The stock hold is non-existent. Interesting. Got Killy beneath. So that's a bit of a weird way of holding stock. Got these mirror windows looking towards Spiral. Pano playing Kanso. Koji with his own mirror as well. Steely opening a walkable breach now with that Flores drone. See how Fire does trying to fight vertically onto the castle. That's a bit of a botched one. He's come up the stairs already anyway. And Scarex has come up square. Nice one. Back in the safety of archives as well. This guy's carrying right now. Takes out the Habana.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Oh, okay. And Koji just picks that one up for free. He's got the mirror window to his name. So, Fire with a refrag finally takes down Killy, who makes the move into stock. Didn't really need to do that, honestly. He could have held with the 5. And there's a swing to Pano. Again, didn't need to do that, but kill's a kill. BMS caught one inside of the lobby. Can't really fight it properly. ADS eats up both of those, and Scarex just takes the opportunity to swing on the window, because, you know, what else is he going to do? Pano holds a long angle from elevator. That was a pedestrian round for Ice Force. They barely needed to move. That is about as easy as they come on the CEO defenses. Scarex making the first play. Very nice. With a flank up square stairs. But, yeah, that was... Let's have a look. Can I... No, I'm not going to be able to find it in time. Back to the basement. Oh, and Gerry drops his pen.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Gerry really can do everything. Thanks, Vectron. Thank you very much for your admin work today as well. That's what we've got you doing. I'm not keeping track of viewers either. So I also, by the way, yeah, 3-minute delay. So 0 interaction with chat today. Sorry about that. Or, you know, if there is interaction with chat, it is heavily delayed. Nice drone network here. We like to see it.
10 seconds to go.
It's behind the flagpole. Yeah, I'm just outing Sked here, by the way.
5 seconds left.
Reinforcement complete.
Drone network for a basement attack. Alright.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Skerax is playing Kapkan. Killy is risky. Okay. Does he go for it or not? What even is it at this point? It is nothing. Could eventually get booster, perhaps. The fact that he's not been droned here... Well, we'll see if he's being droned here. Did he moved? No, he hasn't. Okay. We'll keep an eye on Killy in the kill feed. Okay, alright. Who's doing that? Who is that naughty son of a gun? Scarex, alright. Get a bit spooky. Steely doing some drone work through open. I think they've left that electrical completely blank. I think Killy gets a freebie here. Koji, though. Dicing with, is it booster on the other side of this?
Heartbeat sensor deployed.
It is. It's got the drone. Koji's run away, and Killy finally strikes.
Bomb located by attackers.
Who's that? Oh, that's the fuser as well. BMS gone. What's Master going to do? Is he actually going to react to this? Apparently not. Killy has a freebie again. What are you doing? Sked, wake up. Sealy has actually, you know, he's going to be shouting. He's going to be shouting at his team there. BMS as well, actually, to be fair. Was the one to die initially. Must have assumed that they'd just gone down blue, but Scarex is on the top floor still.
Sensor activated.
He can do whatever he likes now. Fire is also there, though. Okay, well, that's bound to erupt at some point. This is what the rest of the attackers are up to. Defenders, though, just waiting. Why not?
Babes in position.
Here we go. Well taken by Fire. Alright. 3v3. Let's see what they're up to. Got that. Smoke mirror match going on. OG waiting with the second. Arcock's getting the read. Pano on the echo. This is old school bank. This is very old school bank. Drop comes out. Koji's ready for it. Push comes in. Booster is actually getting the plant down. No, he's not. The second gas canister. Very wide coverage there. Pano surely. He doesn't have a yokai, it would seem. Koji has been downed. But there's no way Fire finds Pano all the way at the back of elevators at this point. Pano's gone upstairs as well.
Operators, you have run
Very
out
smart
of
move.
time.
Solid defense. Alright. Ice Force. Racking them up here. Scared, Killy got 2 freebies. That's really not, like, allowed. That's just not allowed. So, we're looking here at a new player, by the way, in the Sked lineup. They dropped Thunder and they picked up Masterino. I mentioned that before noticing that he's Norton 5. So, a little bit, you know, he's been embarrassed a little bit so far. The recipient of that death on the middle floor. The second kill from Killy. But hopefully he picks things up. You know, this is an opportunity for him to settle into this roster.
10 seconds to insertion.
This isn't the only tournament out there. There are going to be things that they want to be prioritizing. BMS has a read on Scarex here, by the way.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Only going for the barricade? Yes, he is. Okay, not doing anything too stupid. See where those attackers are. All around open area. Of course, it's a site. Castle barricade should be dealt with quite easily here. In fact, they're going to blow it right now. I thought they might time it with an execute of some kind. Ace opening up the quad wall. Pretty standard stuff. No one on the top floor here for Ice Force, so there shouldn't be any resistance met by these guys. But they do need to be worried about Scarex downstairs, who did this exact move last time. Look at the intel on these cams. Full coverage. They've got the ephemera gadgets as well for the early warning system if they do get the entryway. Evil Eye cameras. Going to expect BMS to really prioritize those Evil Eyes, but there's way too much for him to hack. Let's do some drone watching. Here we go. It's BattleBots time. Robot Wars for the English. All right. The greatest enemy of Bravo. Actual opposition. Tickets moment. A good hack. Should be another good hack here. Alright. Opening up the opportunity for a push down that main corridor. Pretty solid. Steely is Steely's going to get the intel that there's someone directly to his right any second now, because BMS should be droning through here. Kano grabs the first kill. Oh, they haven't droned deep enough. No idea that there's anyone there. They're losing the fight on the site anyway. They're focusing on entirely the wrong action. Freebie there. BMS. This is a problem with Brava. Got to do your duties as a droner as well. Tacked all this utility on this one side, and the rest of his team have gone in the other. No value, you could argue, out of the Brava this round. Suddenly playing a turn-based RPS. Oh no. Okay, well, fingers crossed. Master can get back in, BMS will probably try and wait this out. Otherwise, we're going to have to do a bit of a tech pause. And I hate doing that, especially live. Look at this silver super shorty, by the way, on Icons. 15 seconds. There's no way he manages this.
10 seconds
Not
to go.
in the month of Sundays. Drop and the crossfire. Again, easy as you like from Ice Force. Tech pause, please. Yes. Alright. Okay. So, while we wait for Masterino to get back in, presumably he decided to reset just for ping issues or something. He was underperforming. Quite often it's a sign that something's not quite right. On his debut as well for the team. Or, is it his debut? Yeah, I don't think Sked played yesterday. Yeah, they were the one that was supposed to play Lamicki yesterday. So, yeah, this is his debut. That Lamicki game, by the way, has been postponed. It will take place off stream in about 2 weeks' time. So, that was... I mean, it doesn't matter what side that was because we're on the new half now. And we're going to basement. Alright, so Sked have looked exceptionally lost this game. Exceptionally lost. That's a good 3 or 4 rounds now where it's just been far too easy for Ice Force. Okay. Ready? Just want to double check that. Here we go. Okie dokie. Resuming the timer. So, this could be a quick one. This could get us back on schedule quite easily. We have another game. Our next game is at 3:15 GMT, quarter past the hour. Wherever you may be.
From being defused by attackers.
I say quarter past the hour wherever you may be, knowing full well that quarter past is a phrase that really only exists in the English-speaking world, or the sort of
Have discovered the
the
location
UK
of a bomb.
and Americas. You know, the Europeans don't tend to use that phrase, which is a strange thing to me, even if they speak English. They learn it as a second language. It's just not. It's not something they say. I'm generalizing massively here. Do let me know in the chat if that's completely wrong. If you are a sort of a native European mainland, shall we say, mother tongue not British, British is a language, mother tongue not English, and you say quarter past all the time, quarter to, quarter past, half past, all that good stuff. Okay. Not quite sure what to make of that. Booster is a little bit late to rotate into blue, basically. Slow setup. That's really going to cost them. Very nice work by Killy as well. Exactly the operator you want to make sure that ground is kept hold of. BMS, though. Oh! Reaction was there, the aim wasn't. Is that even going to work? It is. Master with a second, though. Gets this flank on above. Very big. Koji, though, taking out Steely. Now it's all up to these players. Fire sitting on the site, playing aggressively on the chassis. Kind of has to. Not too sure if he was on that drone. Doesn't matter. His teammate's gone. All up to fire. He has a C4. If he times this well... Nope. Absolutely dominant. Absolutely dominant. Yep, Koji with the what the fuck. And I couldn't agree more, Koji. I couldn't agree more. That was a round. That was indeed one of the rounds of all time. I need to get a drink after this game. I need to get some food and a drink. Be ready for the next game. If this hits a 7-1, it's going to be our second of the season. Lamicki managed to take down... Who was it on the first day? The very first play day we had a 7-1. I was commentating. It'll be in my book. Let's have a look. No, sorry, not the very first play day. Very first play day was really close. Second play day, we had... Why can't I find it? The Mickey, an Ice Force. On bank as well. So Ice Force, having been 7-1'd on this map by the Mickey. It seems like they learnt something from that. That being said, Sked, don't know what to say. What's happening here? What is happening here? This is not...
Attackers are moving.
This is not the introduction that Master would have liked to the league, certainly. It's been a trial by fire, or a trial by ice. See, I can still cast. This looks like it's going to be a spooky one here. Koji wants to clear out. He knows that, you know, Booster's not making the same mistake twice, but he's holding this aggressively. Hasn't been flashed, has been flashed, doesn't matter. Connects. And Killy cannot follow up because of the second Candela. That air jab will help him, but only momentarily as it's then shot out. But Booster peeks it. Booster peeks it. And you lose your smoke in the opening 45 seconds on bank. Looking at the denial that's now available, you only have the C4 on the Valkyrie. This is very contrary to what Ice Force were running on their defenses. That heavy stack of delay utility. Instead, Sked really want to be fronting up this defense. They've extended into server in a very peculiar way, and they want to fight for that ground, but it just ain't working. It isn't working. They're taking the engagements maybe a little too aggressively. They're losing out to these ARs at long range. Icox now has free reign of server. Who is this on the top floor, though? Steely's still roaming. BMS still roaming. It's Steely really now, at this point. Or Steely and Master, rather. Pedo walled off. Again, very peculiar setup here. Foregoing control of Garage because you're not looking to play. You're hoping to just prevent the main push in general. BMS meets that push quite easily. It's an unusual setup. Fire getting aggressive as well. Grabbing himself Icox for free. And Killy getting into a scuffle with the one roamer of Master. Garrett's looking to retake the lost ground inside of servers now. And he tags up Master. Now they're both on 1 HP. Okay, he has to support his teammate here. 40 seconds left. It's going to leave the players above, and that could be their undoing, really. Because the hatch is open. Steely has complete dominance over it.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
There's a C4 in Fire's hands as well. Maybe worried about the push down main stairs, but surely the call's going to come out. They just don't have the intel. They don't know what's happening. C4 comes out. 15 seconds left. They've got to know now. And I think the opportunity has gone begging. Steely just needs to time his push here. Killy has the cover. There we go. Downs the diffuser. And that should be it. Only a second left. BMS nails Killy from long range. And an unorthodox defense from a Sked actually works out. That setup is an unusual one, to say the least. Do let me know. There are probably some bigger, like, there's probably some people in chat, I bet, who know where that strat has come from. And whether, perhaps, it's a Sked special. Whether they're really innovating there. Or whether we've, you know, it's a bit of a spin on a lot of strats. You know, we've seen extensions into server before, but not
Attackers need to locate and
not necessarily like that, where you're not holding blue, locking off Garage, basically deciding that server is a more important point of denial than Garage itself, because Garage you get that long angle towards default plant. Roam game very important there as well. They didn't clear it out, Ice Force. They ignored it for the most part. They tried their best, but they were losing numbers downstairs. So maybe that is the play. Just, you know, play as fraggy as possible inside of server, get a kill or two, and then that really depletes the resources for the roam clear. I don't know. It's a weird one. It's worked once, it hasn't worked twice. Forced now to the secondary site, which is CEO.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Unusually. Don't make a mark for that. Oh wait, that's basement twice. Basement twice. Can't forget that. CEO. Alright.
Watch this!
Let's see where these guys are going. Stacking up. On this east side. Looks like a square take. Very little pressure on the windows. You've got Koji perhaps ready to repel, but really that's the ace you want him working from the terrace, realistically. They're just scouting out the setup right now, Ice Force. They know that Sked are bringing unusual setups. Again, this full rotate into the site. No mirror window. Looking into the site itself. Soft wall there. Was that initially a mirror window? I doubt it. That would have been a waste. Yeah, so you got them looking. One in meeting towards stock and one in janitor towards the site. And they're just relying on the player inside of B, inside a lounge, to take the fight to long range. Killy already getting frisky. Finds Steely. That's a good early pick. Warden gone. You do have smokes on the side of Pano. Gerry going underneath as well. Who's he hunting? No one, as it turns out. But he's getting the intel above him. Let's see if these vert nades can do some work. Just getting flashed out of position. Forced in here. Scarex now trying to work that vert. If only he'd opened up that angle sooner. Oh, but they might give the game away. Opening up this mirror window. Can't get it. Oh, he's run out of bullets. Oh, no. What a calamity. But he gets the kill anyway. Alright. 3 versus 4. Ice Force on match point here. The man advantage. It's a long angle. You got to watch out for that, Master. You made this setup. Smoke goes down. No Warden to counter it. That being said, UMP does hit like a truck. Pino try and get the diffuser down here. Where is Fire in all of this? Trying to go for the flank. Big kill from BMS. Sprays into the smoke and gets the diffuser down. And now no smokes left. Diffuser cold in the site. It's been picked up. He would have seen that. Swings for it. Gets Icox. Scarex, though, finds that refrag onto Master. BMS pushing forward. What a quad, but he can't make it an ace. Scarex could seal the deal right here, right now. Has to push into the site. Planting in a very exposed position. Fire surely has the read. Oh! Just about survives. As he falls off the plant at the last second to catch him skirting across. But he dodges the bullets. Oh, what an intense round. BMS with the close ace. 4 kills. Sked clinging on as it stands. Mad one. Lumen Neon Master is not a sub. He is a new pickup for Sked. They've dropped Thunder. Thunder is now playing on a Spanish roster alongside Croxon and Mats and some others. They competed within the South Breach quals, I believe. Didn't get very far, unfortunately. In fact, we have 2 teams from the LOC that qualified instead. So yeah, not a sub. And thank you, Vectron, for answering that question 3 minutes before I did, essentially. That's what we have to deal with. 3-minute delay is not fun for chat interaction. But yeah. So Master's a new pickup. Not having the best day. Not having the best day. It's fair to say that. Very fair to say that at this point. We have to be critical. There is going to be a spotlight shone on him by necessity.
5 seconds
as a new pickup for this side. Playing in a support role, you know, rocking the Habana on attack quite frequently.
Out to defuse a bomb.
He's caught a little bit lacking in a few instances, but it's not been his fault. You know, Ice Force have been absolutely dominant, and Sked have been largely asleep at the wheel. You can't pin it on one player. But the synergy, you know, the comms, everything that happens that we don't necessarily see, all get affected by roster change. You know, it affects the whole team dynamic. So there will be a spotlight on Sked and how they fare with this new player. Of course, this is the debut of Masterino. And he's, you know, he's going to take some time to settle. They have time to settle as well. Booster with the lead off Crag. That's important. Takes down Killy. No more Thatcher. Oh, sorry, no more Gridlock. So, lack of frags. Shouldn't be too problematic. Icox, though. Takes down one from the roof. We've got Pano pushing in from here. Who's this pushing top floor? It's Scarex as the Thatcher. Knows there's one on the main stairs. Shots are coming his way, though. Ah, Masterino. Unfortunate timing there. Poor swing. Caught out. Booster still on the top floor, though. Got this SMG-11 on the mute, and he has gone undetected. I think Scarex thinks he's done his job. No. No, he does not. He knows that there's another player up here. He's called on the assistance of Pano to help hunt him down. So the question is, Booster's alone up here. Is there going to be any support? Steely working from beneath, and maybe has a bit of sound to work with now as well. The Ram on the reverse angle trying to fight him. Caught out by Booster, and there we have it. That roam game finally coming good. The Ram dispatched. Pano trying to lock him down. Skerax has the cutoff, but there's no coverage on main stairs. On Spiral, rather, and Booster can come down. Retreat back to site. A minute lapse, or a minute left, and he's managed to burn through a lot of this clock. Skerax on the hunt. He's given up. He's regrouping with the team. They're focusing now on this push. Let's have a look at what they have to deal with. Quite a lot in front of them. Steely is relocated inside of Tellers. Pano can't get through that gap without dropping shield. Skerax has to be aware. He has to be careful. He has to check this angle. He knows he's got one locked in place. Maybe the call is, we have this player trapped in a corner. Take the 2v2 on site. Pano has forced his way in and can get a plant down. There's plenty of cover here. They have the cutoff for anyone who wants to aggress. Oh, but there's a player in blue.
10 seconds remaining.
It's Booster. With a beautiful rotation, but Pano has forced his way round into smoke. Skerax finds Steely in the meantime. That is that roamer deep in sight. A fire takes out the planter, but not before Diffuser's gone down. Icox has the cover. And Booster now can't better Skerax. What a beautiful dance in the 3 versus 3. That's what Siege is all about. Oh, absolutely magnificent from both sides. Ice Force coming out on top, though. Ah, some brilliant, brilliant rounds in that. Especially at the end. Unbelievable. Unbelievable game. Skerax with Blinder as well. 15 and 5. 15 and 5. Wonderful. Alright. That's one game down. We've got another 3. No, sorry, another 2 today. Because KT forfeit their match against... Who was it? Who have they forfeit their match against? I'll have to check. Let's have a look. I've lost track. KT have forfeit their match against... It was... Okay. Ice Force today. It was ES Academia Spirit. Effectively. So, yeah. Wow. Good game, good game. We're going to head to a break stream for now because I need to sort everything out. Doing so many duties today. I need to set up the new lobby, invite players, all that good stuff. So, yeah, hang tight and we'll be back with the next game. What is it? What is the next game? Next game is going to be Valor versus not Wild Multigaming anymore, but ITB Academy. If you didn't catch the announcement, Into the Breach have picked up the ex-Wild roster of Raiden, Skyper, Zodiac, Akari, and Tazzy. Very exciting pickup, honestly. This is a promising team. They've had a rough go of it so far, though, in the league. So, yeah, up against Valor, who so far are doing very, very nicely.
You mean Hercules?
Gonna have a quick look at the standings as they are. yeah, while multi-gaming, hoping that under this new banner they can secure their first win. They've had 2 overtime losses and 1 loss so far. Only team in the league without a win, as it stands. And Valor sitting on 6 points ahead of them. So, yeah, ITB need to dig themselves out of a hole already. An early hole that they've been put in. As for the standings right now, ES Academia Spirit, top of the table with 9 points. Courtesy of that forfeit victory that they received yesterday from KT. So, we'll see how things pan out, because they still have that win. I could be sharing my screen and showing you this. Let's see. Let's see how that works. There we go. Here's the standings. First time we've had the standings on screen, because we don't have a standings graphic yet in the official package. But yeah, this is what it's starting to look like. Of course, we just had Ice Force win that game. So they will be propelled up to 2nd place. And look, there we go. It just went through. As I say it. Wow, we're watching standings change in the moment. Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, in 2nd place now. But we do have Lamiki playing today. We do have Valor playing today. So all of this could change. All of this could change. We could see a new team at the top today as well, depending on how that goes. So yeah, our matches upcoming. We have Unlimited versus Lamiki. But before that, a game that is effectively ongoing right now. I think it's not showing up anywhere because of... Oh, right now. There we go. Valor versus... Not Wild Motor Gaming. Into the Breach Academy. All right. Gonna head to a break stream. See you in a few. If I can find it. Where's my break stream? And we're back. That was an unnecessary clap. I've just realised as well, last match, the game sound was probably quite high. We're going to turn that down. And now it should be pretty good. Here we go. Team Valor versus the brand spanking new Into the Breach Academy. This is the old Wild roster. Akari, Tazzy, Zodiac, Raiden, who is a good boy according to his oh, you can't see it. My name is over it. He's got the commendation icon. And Skyper. And then we've got Frenchie, Jack, Skysnaker, and Rykos. The ones we know and love from Team Valor. I do believe... Are these the two sides that both qualified for Southbridge? It may well be. It may well be. I'm just trying to recall exactly if it was ITB Academy, if it was this team, because they've gone under a bunch of names. They've gone under so many fucking names. They were playing under Utoru, right? I'm gonna have to look this up on my phone. What is going on? Okay, I really hope they don't chat too much because I've got so much shit to keep track of, and I'm like, if I don't know what's going on, then I'm gonna have a meltdown. So who was that? That was Ying first. Have a look at these bands. So Ying first, ITB defending. So that's Ying's. So there's Ying and Mira for them, and then Dokubi and Solace for Valor. And Solace. Okay, observer duties done, except for the fact that I need to now observe the bloody game. So we're starting on the basement, as you would do. It's Oregon. What do you expect? There was a weird game yesterday here between Dun Limited and was it Sked? Where towards the end, Dun Limited somehow won 2 basement attacks, just fine, just like it was nothing. So yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
That probably won't happen today. Famous last words. Rykos absolutely spies Tazzy up there. Let's see how long he lasts. It's a game of tier 2 player and tier 3. How quick to death, speedrun, etc. Except no one's going for tower. It's a west-sided clear. Lovely. Alright, so that means that I'm going to have a fuckload of downtime here, because no one on ITB is going to come anywhere near these guys. Look at that. Look at the synergy as well. They've all changed their tags to ITB Academy. Love to see it. And they've retreated downstairs. So, yep. Nako, probably going to be the first one in a scuffle here, as the thick lock. Got Raiden and who is that backing him up? Akari. Okay. They're just doing the necessary self-destruction. So much of this map is just painfully long setup for the attackers. Droning out everywhere. You've got your checklist. Make sure you get control of every little bit of ground on the top 2 floors in a very orderly fashion. And that's an unfortunate waste of some track singers, although could come in handy potentially if there's a late flank. Very unlikely to get any value though. I am... I've been moved in the Discord channel. That's what happened there. I forgot to move up to live. So we probably missed a bit of the recording of team comms, which is a shame. But, you know, you're only missing the first 2 minutes of Oregon. Not too much difference. Alright. Now let's see what's going on here. We're into the meat of it. Guy's going to try and land this nade. Does get rid of a Goyo canister. I've been rejoined by Rory in the chat. Hello, Rory. You would be live if you speak right now. This is our admin for the day. Rory, say hi.
Hello.
Hello. Rory reveal, everybody. Alright. Yeah, I forgot to move up. Sorry, Rory. I'm in the wrong chat. You can hang about if you want. I'm just watching an execute take place.
Yeah, I figured I'm just gonna listen in that case if there is actually any issues, I'll be able to react a bit quicker.
Fair enough. Akari has gone ham.
Attackers dropped the
Welcome to life behind the scenes of League Ops, folks.
There we go. Well, I hope maybe you can make my time here slightly more interesting, because it is Oregon. And I was just saying how much fucking downtime there is in this stupid OS map. You stay as long as you want, by the way.
Yeah, all right. If you need a bad dad joke, I'll be on hand. Just I don't know, we'll come up with a code word and I'll just hop in and say it.
All right. It's a shame you can't
defenders. Protect your bombs from
watch a
being
clean
defused
feed or
by
anything.
attackers.
I could try Discord screen sharing this. It might go horribly wrong.
It's always worth an attempt, but it's
I'm gonna try it.
your call at the end of the day.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Screen share. All right. Well, first of all, it's not showing up as an application, so that's funny. Hold on. If I tab out quickly enough, come on, show it. It's just not gonna work.
Ah,
All right.
just screen share. I'll do it without audio.
If I do the window, yeah. All right, hold on. We've almost got action phase, so I'll be quick. Screen. That one, yeah. Go. All right. I'm gonna keep an eye on my frames as well. See if I drop a bunch of frames as a result of doing this. Could affect broadcast quality. We do not know.
Ah, who cares about broadcast quality?
Exactly. If we cared about broadcast quality, we wouldn't be doing this exact thing right here.
No, I mean the fact we even got a stream out at all today is
It's a
I
fucking miracle.
not that we should pat ourselves on the back too much, but
No.
well done everyone involved. And by everyone involved, that's you and me. Yeah.
You and me, yeah. Well done, us.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Also, yeah, my attempts at casting, as you have seen from the first game, are very limited while I'm also pressing buttons.
Well, I mean, I am no caster, but
What can you tell us
could
about the
give-
situation?
good question.
How much do you really know about Siege, Mr. Off-Screeny?
I peaked at like gold whenever I played, and that was like 3 years ago.
You
So
know,
yeah, I am very much like
Dude, I think I peaked at Plat like 6 years ago or something. So, okay. He spotted that drone. That's important. The Legion's playing very close on this doorway. The Skies has got him from beneath. Very nice.
That is a very nice pick with the nade there. Very well done.
Tasty. So now they have the option to push up white if they like and hop in that window. They've got to worry about Raiden here with the cross angle. Zodiac can patch up holes as well with his keeper barricades. And it looks like they're not going to get this wall open anytime soon, but they do have Frenchie on it, so it is part of the plan. They're ignoring at it completely. Akari's going to be that spine in the defense, basically.
I'm wondering if they're trying to go for the pick on Wamai first.
Possibly.
Maybe that's the big plan.
All right, Raiden.
Or
Got a bit frisky there. And there's another one. They just keep coming.
Recovered the bomb diffuser.
Skipper drop down, find one. Zodiac with another. Where's that? See, this my poor observing coming into play now. Akari's dropped down. They're all dropping. They're just leaving the site to Zodiac and hoping to flank. Zodiac does actually need to win this fight as well. How's that flank
Zodiac with the big. It's all right, boys. I got this. You get out there and just get the kills while sorted.
Yeah, it's a big ball move. Oh, he's trapped now. Nade comes in, forced out. Very well played by Nako. Jack's on the other side. It's what I like to call a four-man sandwich here. I never call it that. Nako does win that duel onto Akari though. Skipper wins the 1v1 and the 2! I can't talk! I can't speak! I can't speak! Oh, fuck me.
Alright, Gerry.
Have you seen that rugby commentary before?
I don't think I
Brilliant.
have. Which one's that?
It's this like northerner. He's like commentating on rugby. And
Oh, is it Ed? Oh, what's his name? Is it Ed? No, that's the Welshman, isn't it?
I can't remember. something weird, something crazy happens,
Attackers need to
like a
locate
really
and
good
defuse
try
as
or
many bombs
something.
as they can.
I don't watch much rugby, and he's just like, oh, I can't speak. I can't speak. It's great.
I think I know who you're talking about. Because remember, there's another clip where he's talking about
Bomb
I
located
can't remember,
by
but it was
attackers.
like England kicked it away. And there's like something left on the clock. And like there's only like a few minutes left on the clock. And like he's literally just sitting there going, "Why are they kicking it? Why are they kicking it?" It's quite incredible.
Insertion.
I do love that brand of commentary. Demo's the best at it in Siege.
5 seconds
Just
remaining.
utter shithousery, football fan gone loony kind of
Attackers are
commentary.
moving to defuse a bomb.
But the very first game of like competitive Siege I watched, Demo was casting it, and I didn't realize as well, just like the Northern Irish accent. There was
works.
one phrase I didn't realize that was built for it, and just hearing him saying it was quite incredible. Just hear him just go, and it's a triple kill from Jesus.
From Jesus. Who?
But it was like the same tone of voice. Whenever we're surprised, that's exactly how we'll say it. We should just go, Jesus Christ. And
Yeah.
Just the perfect tone of voice. It's like
Jesus,
mixture
Mary and
of-
Joseph is my favourite. I've got an Irish mother, but she doesn't have the accent. But she's got a bunch of Irish friends, so we hear a bunch of the common phrases come out every now and then. And also some of them are priests, so it's very funny what they will say to get around blaspheming. And sometimes they just don't even bother. An Irish priest is allowed to blaspheme. Alright,
That's true, I mean,
I was just
yeah.
focusing on completely the wrong side of things there. Why is guys? He's got the completely silenced muzzle brake on this L85. This is a brilliant bug. If it ever happens to you, use it to your advantage.
Attackers
He's
dropped.
firing shots and there's just no
Attackers
sound.
recovered the bomb diffuser.
I want to stay on him just so you can see it again, people at home. Are you getting audio, by the way, Rory?
no, it doesn't. It's only if
Yeah.
you capture the application I get. Audio,
Yeah,
so-
yeah, I thought so.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
All right. Gonna come into. Well, he didn't even get to fire a shot there, so he doesn't get to put the busted ass silencer to any use. Rykos
Diffuser has been dropped.
almost made the play there. That's all up to Nako. Again, Brava and being the last alive, name a better duo. Jax has left the game, presumably to fix something, reset it. But let's see if we can get a 1 versus 3 from Nako here in the meantime. Ultimate Academy, very commanding here. 2 rounds up. Looks like they're about to win their tertiary defense as well. That's a very good spot to be in.
Perfect crossfire as well.
Yeah, no chance.
Never mind, don't even need it. Just get the wall bang instead. Done.
Want to see this?
Oh my god, wow.
Disrespectful.
Admin, he's doing it sideways.
Oh, they're using their timeout for this. Okay, whatever. That's fine. I was about to type in chat, you don't need to do that. And then they called a timeout. So they're going to think that I mean that. They need to word it differently. I'm not going to say anything. They can watch the VOD. They can see our reactions. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's true. I mean, I can clarify in the Discord as well if they want.
Skype is 6-0.
Oh,
And they're
I didn't
about
even
to
notice
run
that.
out of their timeout.
Maybe quickly type in game chat as well, just to remind them there's a tech pause.
Timeout available.
All in caps as well, just reminding him, use your tech time slip.
Let them do it. Pause. Yep. All right. Here you go. All right. Interesting that. I mean, they could have just called for the tech timeout. Like, I suppose they're being good little boys. They want to use their tact to actually talk to each other.
Well, I think the problem is as well. I think like there's the vote in the pause menu that just says call timeout, but it doesn't actually specify what timeout. So
Yeah,
I don't know if that's just.
I was saying this yesterday. While I was adminning, is that what they need to do is add a second button that's just request tech timeout. Or observe a timeout or something, just to make it clear. That would be really handy. Okay, we've got a ready from Ryden.
There's a lot of things as an admin I wish they'd add that would be very handy, but I'm not going to say any more than that, otherwise I'll get in trouble.
Cool. All right, we're going. Here we go. Thankfully, we haven't had to do a full rehost at any point yet. I remember when you used to have to do rehosts for every player that dropped. Goodness me, that was hell on earth. I haven't been keeping track of round history, but thankfully it's very simple. 1, 2, 3 in a row, and it was the normal rotation.
I can get the VOD up if necessary, but
True. All right, and a basement again. Lovely. Kangaroo Kenny's in chat. ITB Academy. So now he's going to be. So now we have 3.
10 seconds remaining.
Is it 3 or is it 2? I'm trying to think of the ITB connections to the league. We've got ITB Academy in the league. We've also got Kangaroo Kenny as a caster.
ITB coach, yep.
I think that might be it.
And then Tom J. Sherlock as a community caster.
Yes, that's it. I knew there was another one. Tom J. Sherlock as a community caster is an ITB content creator. So yeah, there you go. That's it. We got the triple whammy of ITB affiliation. But they do not have an official affiliation with this league. They're just all fucking over it. They're just all over it. Exactly. It's still an independent league.
Honey, you mean Hercules?
All right.
All right, Gerry, talk me through this setup here.
I mean, like this is the point at which I would witter on about like sandwiches or some shit or beans on toast. Like, there's nothing. Nothing happens in these minutes. That being said, we do have a very aggressive tier 2 hold, which is going to be eaten up. No, it's not. Nako, sit the fuck down. What the hell?
So what was that you were saying earlier about nothing ever happens at this point?
Yeah, I guess I'm just wrong today. I'm glad. I'm very glad that ITB Academy proving me wrong there, because that's a round win right there. Like, you get an entry kill without having to waste anything on the basement hold on the defense, and you're sitting pretty. They've only got 1 nade left in Sky's hands. You really do need that nade to flush out the position at the top of highway. They've got Grim with bees, will help in that task, to be fair. They have gotten the top floor control. They've opened this hatch. They've only got a minute to do this. This execute has to be pinpoint perfect. It always has to be pinpoint perfect. Teams rehearse this constantly. But there's just so much in the way now for ITB Academy. And, you know, the numbers game down here, the crossfires that you get set up.
It's too much utility.
Too much.
As well.
And Zodiac's just pinched another one. Skies and Nako dead. Skyper takes down one on the hatch. Presumably, Frenchie gets a refrag. It's Rykos up there. He's just trying to find that second player. Go for the hatch. Does get one.
Ooh,
goes for the drop. And gets the pillar player. How's he done that? Oh, but Frenchie's down. Ball up to Rykos. 1 versus 2. If ITB lose this, they'll be kicking themselves. Repositioning to cover each other. As he with a little bit of lag there.
There's no way Rykos crosses here, right?
I mean, he could do it.
I mean, he gets...
It's the last gas. Force down the plant. He's going to hear Tazzy moving forward. It's a bait. He comes off the plant, but Tazzy's there. A bit too close for comfort for ITB, but honestly, the work done by the Legion in the early round, unbelievable.
Maybe just getting a little bit too aggressive. Just trying to close out the round a bit too early and just... You don't need to do that. They need to come to you. You just relax, fellas.
See, you could be a color caster.
I wish.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
I had a friend way back in the day ask me why I never got into coaching Rainbow Six, and they just responded, "Well, I'm gold, mate."
Yeah, but you don't need to be good at playing. You just need to be able to map out shit. I don't know what rank. I mean, a lot of the coaches in the game are very good, very good players. You kind of need to be in some ways, but then there are some that are dog water, and it's like it's fine because they got the brain.
Well, yeah, even speaking to Kenny, just realizing the way he thinks on the game is like way more in depth than the way I could. I'm just sitting there going, "Yeah, I couldn't make it as a coach."
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is as well is that there are very few on-screen analysts. I would say besides.
5 seconds to go.
It's really just Fresh. Like, Fresh is basically clear of every other analyst in terms of, like, understanding the game from a player's perspective, from a coach perspective, all the utility that goes on, all the micro interactions. And then I suppose Demo's a bit of an outlier in that he's a caster that actually plays the game to a decently high level, which most others don't. So you get insights from those two that you just won't get anywhere else, at least on broadcasts. Which is why I rate them really highly.
I do need to speak to Fresh at some point because my spreadsheet game is sorely lacking and I need some tips.
Yeah. Spreadsheets were his life before he even got into Siege anyway, so he's got that accountancy knowledge, that know-how.
Plus, a friend of mine just recently built like a program that lets you run like an esports stream through your spreadsheet as well. But like, yeah, obviously you need to know a fair bit about spreadsheets to make it work properly.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
But you can do some really cool shit with it if you know what you're doing.
Alright. Yeah, well, I mean, the way that Brad operates the streams for League of Challengers, and for most of his operations, is using Google Sheets. Is to, you know, there is a controller essentially that all of the data goes into Google Sheets, and it's very kind of, very intuitive and easy to use as well because of the way that they've set it up. And it instantly, it's basically scripted to interact with vMix. Oh.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say it might have been the same program, but no, my mate's got it with OBS.
Yeah, you can.
It might work with vMix as well, actually.
You can do it with browser sources and OBS as well. So it's possible. I've kind of lost track of the overall in this round. I've been flicking between the individual players. They've got attic control, as he wants to fight for it. But most of this push is coming up main stairs and big window. You've also got Nako pushing Master. It's kind of a little bit of everything from Valor. This is forcing ITB to be very close in on each other. Oh, Nako not checking close, though. You've got to check this close angle. This is going to be a ride and kill. There you go.
Oh, he didn't check it.
Rykos getting beneath. There's the nade. Here's the movement and does get X. That's beautiful. Jax with a kill as well on that rappel. Going to force his way in. Rykos finds one coming up the right stairs. It's all up to Ryden now. He's already done one. Gets a second, but Jax is there again. That little bit of everything approach from Team Valor working out in the end. Very strange to see that. You usually see a committal on, you know, 2 positions stacking up, but they all back themselves individually and they trusted each other. You like to see it.
I think it was still a little bit closer than it needed to be, though. Well, I think when you've got a 1v3 situation and you're not really pushing together, I think, yeah, don't know.
But it's a big round. It's a very big round to win that. On the
huge round.
Dorm's attack. You don't see those too often. But, of course, this is the problem with Oregon, is that, you know, you win a primary site attack, it just gives the defenders yet another opportunity to try it again. So you've beaten the odds once, and you're forced to do that once more, really. It's just the way it works. So that's why you see so many 4-2 splits. And why it's so big that ITB managed to win their tertiary as well on the defense. We could be seeing a 5-1 here. Could quite easily have been a 6-0 as well, but yeah, 5-1s for the dominant team are quite frequent on Oregon. Even in like retrospect, even if it goes to like 7-5 and you see like their second half was a 5-1 or something. It's such a fucking boring map. I hate it. It's just painfully predictable. It does mean that there's an interesting meta game when it comes to kind of site rotation and stuff, but I wouldn't mind so much if, you know, the basement wasn't dead for the first half of the round every time.
Alright, well, here's a fun question for you then.
Yep.
If you were to replace Oregon in the map pool, what would you replace it with?
I would bring back Villa, quite honestly. Possibly... I kind of want to see how Lair works, honestly. I want to see how Lair works. I wouldn't be opposed to Lair coming in if it's competitively viable. It seems like it's very big. I wouldn't be opposed to Lair coming in depending on... I'm not the kind of person to decide whether it's competitively viable. Nice shot by Skyper, by the way. But yeah, I just want to see different maps in the pool more frequently. I want to see fresh maps, even if they're not particularly great. And the problem is that I would sooner get rid of Border than Oregon. as well, because border is just too attacker favored. It's
Yeah,
not
I'll give you that
fun.
one.
It's not fun to watch a really attacker favored map, I think.
But I do kind of agree. I kind of like the idea of maybe having like 13 like Pro League standard maps.
Ooh,
And
that-
then just like
that
every
would be
stage
mad.
just like splitting it.
Oh yeah,
splitting it.
I see what you mean. So have a pool of 9, but a wider pool of 13 or so. Yeah.
Yeah, keep it 9, but make the rotations a bit more constant. I know the pro players would probably hate that, but I think it'd certainly keep things fresh from a viewer's perspective.
I think it's important as well from a competitive perspective as well to keep pushing teams to learn more, because that really, it's like the introduction of the 5 subs rule in football, is that it rewards the teams with greater depth. And I think that matters. I think that's important. But also it's just good for the health of the game, you know, in the same way that having more subs is good for the health of players.
Oh, yeah, and it encourages
Innovation.
get more aggressive as well, which is always good. More goals is more fun to watch than 0-0 warfest.
Oh, okay, who's this? We've got Frenchie. Jack's finding the entry, or, well, a delayed refrag of the entry, essentially, onto Skipper himself, so punished for his earlier misdeeds. And again, leaving Jax on his own to push through Attic. He hasn't got any more frag grenades, though, so he can't contend with that player sitting close. He knows he's there. No real time to get this. We'll probably switch to a top-down of the skirmish that's going to take place on the big window. Oh, he doesn't check close. Does find one, though. Very lucky there.
That was
And there we go. The chaos ensues on the site. And ITB Academy gobble it up. This crossfire set up very nicely there. Big window hop in, just not good enough, really. Not checking close.
I didn't even realize they had set up the crossfire. I was about to make fun of him there for
Yeah.
not checking, but no, actually that was actually quite well done. He did about as well as he could given the circumstances.
I think I did a decent job observing that as well. I caught the first kill in the execute and then managed to catch all of the rest with the top down.
See, there
Not
we
enough
go.
people do top down for the final play in a round, I think, because there's no way you'd have understood what was going on in that instance
Defenders, protect your
without
bombs
top
from
down.
being defused
For
by
a second,
attackers.
I think, particularly on Oregon, it's a very valid way of observing. I like, as a caster, to build the excitement and stuff with first person, but there's some times where it's like a 5v5 goes for 2v2 and you just don't know how it happened, and all you're saying is like, this guy kills this guy, this guy kills this guy, and there's not really much you can add to that. So, like, when I'm casting, I try my best to, like, contextualize every kill.
It's highly situational as well. That's the other
Yeah.
big thing as well. Like it does work really well when you've got 15 seconds left and just all 10 players are still alive. Like there's no way you're gonna keep track if you don't do like a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
But if it's a 1v3, I'd rather just focus on the
Oh,
one to see what he
100%.
does.
100%. Yeah, you've got a
Must locate and defuse a bomb.
a simplified game state. I wouldn't even bother going overhead, because it's almost better to know less from a drama perspective, to get the players' perspectives and get in their heads rather than sort of introduce the dramatic irony of he doesn't know he's about to walk into a Fenrir thing. You know, it's more exciting if he walks into it, then you're like, oh no, reacting with him, that sort of thing. So there is merit to avoiding top down at points quite like consciously.
Yeah, that's something else I wish I knew how to do. Observe.
A useful skill. I cut my teeth doing everything in one go, you know, observing, casting. Basically this is what I used to do like 4 years ago with leagues. And it's
now
good, it's
here
good
you are
training.
as and now here you are as project manager of your own tier 2 league.
And I'm still doing it all. just today though. The massive team for what is a community thing, essentially. I couldn't do it without the extra
just not
people.
today.
Just not today, yeah. Alright, so ITB on attack. And they've lost that entry engagement, which is pretty crucial. Let's have a look at the attackers. They're actually doing something. Ryden clearing away, if I can actually find him. There we go. Force his way down into Freezer. Skies?
Wait, what?
My guess is that someone, yeah, you can see the the dropped MP7 in front of him. He was holding the angle and the Fenrir just run in front of him. I always praise these guys for their synergy, but that's not a great moment. Skies has to go massive here, and he does.
Oh my god.
Huge play from Skies. All up to Zodiac now. The 1 versus 2. Making amendments for his earlier crimes. Not that it was necessarily his fault. But Zodiac has a high-powered AR here, and 2 players on very low HP. Doesn't necessarily need to connect with body shots, but really the problem is it's a hide-and-seek game. Oh, he gets the first and the second Zodiac! What a 1v2 clutch! On a basement attack as well. And you gotta wonder, even though Skies with the double kill earlier, was that team kill the difference maker? An extra body on the ground for that defense could have made the difference.
Very nearly won the round, but he ended up losing it instead.
Yeah.
Nah, that's harsh. I can't say that. That was a bit.
Well, he did.
I mean,
You know, that round, Skies really did make that round all about himself. We just watched a 1v2 from Zodiac, and we're talking about him. Like,
he didn't team kill Jax. Jax just lended him his energy. That's all it is.
yeah, he's like, absorb my Fenrir powers. Didn't work. Well, 6-1. So what was it you said to the guys before we went in? About winning the game 7-0.
Oh no, like because literally every play they've been pestering me to actually give him a pep talk before the game, and so my pep talk this time was, if you want me to talk to you again, you have to win 7-0. So yeah,
Not
they
good
won't
enough.
they won't get to hear my voice again until they win 7-0.
Mind you, we could be looking at a 7-1 here. Valor
Attacker's objective is to defuse a
have
bomb.
opted to rotate away from basement. They're now attacking another unknown. Rykos looks like he wants to go
I think that
for
might
an early
be.
peek.
Might not be a terrible idea. You want to try and keep the attackers on their toes.
Yep. It's a common sort of mentality to just keep rotating no matter whether you win or lose. You know,
You never know. That round difference might make a difference in the end.
it may well do.
As a result.
Yeah, running as a round robin, 7 play days, round difference really does come into it quite often. Nako and Rykos. I've been given a fair bit of freedom here. No hold of small tower at all. Rykos is... Oh, of course, it's a... What am I saying? It's a top floor attack. But they still have been given that freedom as ITV Academy focusing more on the armory side. We didn't really see this take from Valor. They went more attic, more big window. Frenchie being droned out twice, it seems. I think they're going to keep him locked in there. Viper senses an opportunity. This entry player for ITV Academy has been so effective lately. Spot one crossing.
But he's cut this rotation in half as well.
Oh!
Oh!
Very close there. Too close to call. Too close for comfort. Wall's going to be opened. Getting rid of that Fenrir FNAT. And Rykos fighting back through the breach now as it opens up. I think we might be about to see a trademark into the breach move from Raiden, but I mean, Zodiac and Tazi beat him to the punch. Skies and Nako gone. 3 versus 5 on the attack of Dorms. We could be seeing a 7-1 here. Oh, Skyper with another. Zodiac goes down. Rykos isn't able to finish him off. And Skyper lends a helping hand there with the revive. All up to Rykos now. 1 versus 4.
And they know where he is as well.
They're just going to flood his position. No way he fights his way out of this one. Akari with the final blow. 7-1 to the new look into the Breach Academy. What a way to get your first win in the league against Team Valor as well. Stiff opposition. French side who, you know, forced their way through to the Blast EU Open Quals and the LCQs. They've already booked their spots in the R6 South Breach. And look at that performance. 10-5 from Zodiac, 10-4 from Skyper. Yeah. Valor just couldn't hold a candle to them. Wonderful stuff.
That's a very much needed win for them as well. Like they were going into this, they were bottom of the scoreboard of the table.
Yeah.
This puts them back in contention as well for a playoff spot. Only 1 point behind. Only 1 point behind Valor Team, who they just beat as well. So yeah,
We can have a look at those standings. So here we go.
I am going to wait till the stream's caught up first before putting it in. Just to, so...
Yeah. They won't update in front of me anyway. But I'm looking at them. Obviously, old name here, so we'd ignore that. That's weird seeing the ITB logo with a wild background. Yeah, Wild Motor Gaming now with their first win and a regulation win, so 3 points, very good, puts them in 5th behind Valor, so they still don't leapfrog the team they beat. But yeah, it's now they're in touching distance of the playoff spots, which is very good for them. Who's next? Dunlimited versus LaMickey. So let's see what could happen. Dunlimited versus LaMickey. LaMickey they unfortunately didn't play yesterday, so they basically have a game in hand as well. They've only played 2 and they've won 2. Their game has been postponed against Sked, so they're going to be playing that another day. So LaMickey Inc. versus Dunlimited now. Could see LaMickey Inc. go top. Depending on round difference. That being said, ES Academy Spirit benefited from a 7-0 forfeit victory, so it will be tough. They'd have to win 7. They'd have to win 7-2 to go joint top. And if they beat Dunlimited 7-1, they go top today. And then Dunlimited will... Well, they have the chance to just jump into that 3rd, 4th sort of mix on 6 points. Yeah. Interesting game coming. How was your first cast? How did that feel, Rory?
I didn't really feel like a cast, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like we spent more time talking about everything other than the match.
Well, you know, some color casting on Oregon, that's what you end up doing anyway.
That's true.
All right, we'll throw to a break here. We've got some time, actually, before the next game. Like, quite a long time, in fact. It's due at 4:30. We might see if the teams are willing to bring that forward, but up until now we've been running a non-rolling schedule because a lot of teams have very specific requests when it comes to like being early or later, etc. But yeah,
I have opened up the match lobby, so if they do want to go early, they do have that option available for them. But again, no guarantees.
well, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna throw to a break now anyway. So yeah. See you all soon. And if I can find the bloody scene. This is why I don't stream very often. Break. There it is. Yoo-hoo, we're back. Big summer blowout. I watched Frozen last night, or was it the night before? A couple of nights ago. For the first time in ages. Because my fiance hadn't seen it before. By some bizarre happenstance. So we educated ourselves. Well, I educated her. And she was so smug the whole way through. She's like, oh, it's a predictable Disney film. I know exactly what's going to happen at the end. Oh my god, all this foreshadowing. It's almost as though blah 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 blah. And then she got it wrong, and I was really, I was just like, nobody gets it right. There's a twist. It's great.
See, I can already picture just seeing him. I can picture you just sitting there, just listening to her explain what's going to happen.
I didn't say a word.
Smuggest.
I didn't say a fucking word.
Oh, is that what happens? Does it? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was brilliant.
I was working. So I do my day job is I do event security, and like I was doing a bingo event last night. One of the prizes was a Disney princess set, and they always start singing "Let It Go" whenever they announce it. That's their big thing for that one. So yeah.
All right. Final map update: Unlimited versus Lamicki. We have updated the title, so that's all good. I forgot to do that for the first game. And this is the third time we've seen Unlimited play this map. Out of 4 games. They played yesterday on Oregon and won it, I believe. They beat Team Valor. Or is that incorrect?
No, they lost.
No, they lost it. They lost it.
7-5.
So they have... Is it a perfect record on Chalet? No, no one has a perfect record yet.
So one
IAS
OT win and 1 OT loss.
Correct.
So
IAS beat them in OT, and we have KT losing to them in OT. Lamicki, I think, represents the stronger of those 3 sides. And there's plenty of tape on Unlimited on this map now. We expect them to do well on the defense. That's where they thrive. Which is interesting, because they had the side choice here. And they've picked to go attack first.
Well, isn't Chalet... I mean, I remember way back in the day, Chalet was a pretty strong attacker-sided map.
Yeah.
So it's not too
It's considered one of the more attacker-favoured maps in the pool. And with good reason. It is tough to defend a lot of the sites. And it basically comes out as virtually 50-50 in the stats. At least globally, in the Atlanta Major and things. It tends to play out similarly at whatever level, honestly, as well. It's not like it varies hugely from place to place.
It certainly feels more satisfying to attack than other maps, at least in my opinion. So I can understand that. Like, there are some maps where just attacking is an absolute chore. And it's just not fun at all. But Chalet is always quite enjoyable, I think, whenever you attack it.
I was just checking the pings there. We are on EU Central. Rorik, taking the brunt of a C4 there, is... Unlimited look to quickly establish themselves inside a trophy, but they are met with some resistance. Kick on a long angle. We have Halver building himself a den, building himself a fortress. Goes for the swing on the finger and does take out Rorik, and that is an early loss for Unlimited, a very important one as well. With Finker holding those frag grenades now, and Kick having already spent both of his. Cross angle being held on this window as well. I don't think... I honestly don't see a way back into this for Unlimited unless they get a good pick pretty early. It's not going to go their way either. That's J-Lo.
That's it. It's over.
Ozets worked his way in. He just hopped into Piano, grabbed one, but taken out by Wild. Now it's all up to Iwi and a grenadeless sledge of Kick in a 1v4. And they're both outside the building. He hops in. Takes a bit of a spray. Has to win the fight onto Wild, but Wild doubles down with a double. And this is a bar defense. They haven't come close to the site once. Another staircase kill. Coded coming up from beneath. Taking out Iwi. And that was very comfortable.
Yeah,
very comfortable.
Looks like Lamicki have done their homework on Unlimited as well. Like, they pretty much read that play like a book. That was pretty... That was about as counter-stratable as you get, really, I think.
Pretty nice. There was some sort of defaultness to the way that they were playing in some senses as well, though. They weren't reinventing the wheel with their defensive setup, but they were ready for what Unlimited were bringing. So yeah, I can see that argument. And there's, you know, they kind of took the opportunity in front of them. Rorik really put himself in a bit of a hole there,
That vital first pick, I think, really did. It's like you said, as soon as Rourke went down, I think the run was as good as done. Really,
Yeah.
no more grenades to deal with all the utility.
So, we've had our first round, and now I tasked you with something, Rory.
All right, hang on 2
Yeah.
seconds.
So,
there we go.
we have. In fact, why don't you read us the title?
So, I will stress this was Gerry's idea, not mine. So here we have 9 fascinating anteater facts, and rather than doing color commentary, because my level is Siege knowledge is not quite up to par for this level, we're just going to do this instead. So your first fact
About
number
anteaters.
1, about anteaters.
Yeah.
Anteater tongues are covered in spines. Anteaters use their tongues as their primary tool for gathering food. These organs can be up to 2 feet in length and come covered in small, spiny protrusions and sticky saliva. The shape and design allows the anteater to maneuver its tongue down into narrow spaces where ants and termites burrow. Ant hills and termite mounds are no match for the anteater, which grabs its food with rapid-fire flicks of the tongue, devouring hundreds at a time.
I didn't realise that each fact would be a novel. I thought you were going to stop at they have spines on their tongues, but you've given me a deep dive into anteater tongues.
Oh no, I commit to the role. You gave me a task. I have fully got into this one.
Wow. I'm
But like I
really
said,
going
I
to learn.
assure you-
I'm actually going to learn something today.
I will assure you, however, not all of the facts are as interesting as that one,
Okay.
despite the title.
Right.
Like, wait till you see number 3. Number 3 is an absolutely awful one.
Is it just anteaters get their name from...
You're pretty close.
Is it seriously that?
Well, kind of. Well,
Okay,
it's
well,
kind of the
we'll wait-
opposite of that.
We'll wait for round 4, or whenever we do that one. Bloody hell.
But
Yeah,
you're
that,
on the right
that
lines,
sounds like
but
it
in a
takes
different-
a real nosedive after number 2. Alright. I won't brace myself. Interesting animation there. So Unlimited, we saw them do this quite frequently, taking a full clear across the map to tackle this. What is a master bedroom office hold, in fact, which is unusual. Rorik dipping down beneath to dig out that Roma of Halver, who decided to linger on the bottom floor. And so they find themselves in the man advantage this round for a change. The breach coming down onto the office wall, very important there. Allzet doing his job like a good ace, like all good aces should. And you've got Coded, now effectively the front line of this defense, playing on the half wall. A more aggressive stance. Some teams like to do this, some teams don't. It puts a lot of eggs in the basket of this player. Uzi has the cover, but of course, this reinforced wall, the way that they've set this up, reinforced on the left-hand side or on the north side, means that there isn't an easy way to deny a default plant. So Cody really does have to hold his ground. Once he's dead, then Unlimited have a good vantage point for setting down a diffuser. Uzi knows this, and he wants to try and take the fight onto whoever's around this corner, but Rorik is pressuring him. Pressure on the window as well. Proxy alarm reigns in alarm, but the kills start flowing. All hell breaks loose, and it leaves Lamicki on top. Oh, sorry, Unlimited on top. I can't observe and cast at the same time.
this
It's
was
just broken. Wild in a 1 versus 2 as Hypix gets the fuse down, but kick pops up from the piano. Bit of a jack in the box there. That's a solid take from Unlimited. And so much chaos that this is why I need a good observer to be able to then understand what's going on and relay that information to you. When I am the observer myself, you saw what happened. I just swallowed my own tongue, basically.
Well, I can't do much. I can't do much in terms of observer, but you know what I can do? I can read out anteater facts.
Good. Let's get another one.
Like fact number 2. Anteaters have knife-like claws. Though they have 4 feet, only the 4 front toes have claws on them.
Ah.
Interestingly, when walking, anteaters curl their feet into fist-like balls to keep the claws protected and prevent dulling. Along with
what?
their cleverly designed tongues, anteaters use their razor-sharp claws for many purposes. These claws are incredibly dangerous. They are the animal's best defense against attacks.
I've just realised I watched very recently a video by Tia Zoo. I don't know if you've come across this channel.
Oh, I have actually, yeah.
They're
I've
brilliant.
not watched it for a while, but
And I'm pretty sure one of the most recent videos was Are Anteaters OP? And I've just remembered that I've already learned about half of the anteater facts from that video. As soon as you mentioned that the claws were, like, they walk on their claws. I was like, oh yeah, I've seen that before. I've seen that recently.
Do you want me to change the animal then?
No, we've got to ride this one out. This isn't entirely for my benefit, as much as I would like it to be. So we're educating people at home too.
Like I said, the next one's a doozy.
And like I said, I'm not bracing myself for it. Okay, but the Mickey are bracing themselves for this unlimited attack. Hey, you like that? Hey, segue. Okay.
Wow, that's pretty good. You should be like a caster or something.
I should be, right? Alright, Rorik. Again, another entry kill for Rorik. I should probably be marking these down, but also I should be, more importantly, be marking down the entry frags, the round history, because that matters. Master, and now we're on Kitchen. And they won the attack on Master, they lost the attack on Bar. 1-1 is the score. Coded dead. Coded big dead. Dead now. Ooh. Ah, Rorik lost his drone. Sad face. The holding above, Uzi's got this frost and a shield in front of him that is also frosty. Or is it moldy?
I think that's more rust than it is mold. Either out or the paint scratched off a bit, I think.
I've never really questioned it. I'm going to assume it's not mold.
Kenny will know. He knows everything about Siege.
When it comes to lore, I think he's a little bit... he doesn't care. He probably won't have noticed that detail before. Or maybe he has.
Oh man, if he does actually want to... If he wants to introduce more lore questions to his Millionaire series, I'll gladly chip in and help out.
Those always occupy, like, the first 3 questions, because...
They do, don't they?
No one knows lore. Ooh, very nice. Kick. And it's all up to Uzi now. 1 versus 4. Unlimited are actually showing that they've maybe done a bit of practice on the old chalet attacks. They're doing a bit better than they have done in the past. Their game against IAS, they won their first 2 attacks. The game against KT, they only won the first 1. So here they've already matched their best record on chalet attacks against a team that we are pretty certain are kind of up there with the best of them in this league. That being said,
they're currently the only unbeaten team.
They are, but they did compete alongside a fair few other teams in this league in the South Breach quals midweek, and they got first rounded effectively. They lost both games immediately and got dunked out of the double elim straight away. So recent form would dictate that the Mickey are on a bit of a downturn, but I would say the recent form doesn't really matter right now. Like it really is best of ones. It is just about who shows up on the day.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep. I think best of 3 is a whole different beast because it is like an endurance test as well.
Yep. Well, we get those in the playoffs, but we've got to go through this first. So, yeah. Oh, we've seen over every site now. I like that.
But anyway, that's enough build-up. Time for yet another anteater fact.
Yes.
And this is the part of the stream where I feel like I have to remind everyone that this was not my idea. Fact number 3. Anteaters eat more than just ants. The average giant anteater eats up to 30,000 ants and termites in a day. However, they do include other items in their daily diets. They have been known to scavenge fruit, bird eggs, an assortment of worms and insects, and even bees. Anteaters don't drink very much and usually get the water they need from their food.
They eat bees?
Apparently so, yes.
It's gonna hurt. It's spicy. There's spicy flies.
Wow, okay, so that little detail might have actually redeemed the fact. Good job, treehugger.com. You've saved the day.
And back to the action. See, I quite like this. It just means that you know, pick phase, prep phase, there's something interesting to listen to. Oh.
Yeah, I think Intero and Engu could learn from our casting style. I think.
Absolutely.
Let's have them throw some anteater facts.
I want to see the Intero and David Attenborough duo. Rorik takes down JLo. Another entry frag for Rorik. He's on fire right now. I think he's killed 3 different people with those entries too. He's caught Halva, he's caught Coded, and now JLo. No one on the Mickey having a great day, really, so far. We're only 3 rounds deep, though.
Swapping mags.
They're trying to get this clear, and Rorik, again, with another. Finds one, what, coming up the west main stairs? Very cheeky there, and a bit aggressive. Coded is in mud. An unusual position, and honestly, Unlimited don't necessarily need to take further ground. They have now got a mirror window on their side, so they can just watch this if they want. You just set a drone up on the table, maybe, to keep an eye out. He's going to use the mirror window to his advantage and try to take that long-range fight. And it looks as though the player in mud has ducked away now. Coded, getting into a bit of a skirmish. Where is he? Where is that? Has he gone upstairs? Oh, he's gone upstairs. Yeah, okay. He's taking a fight upstairs. Halver trying to come and fight, and he actually wins the heads up onto Hypex.
A bomb has been located.
The swing back is there. Potential is here for the Mickey. They really aggressed in that moment, and now the rest of Unlimited looking for this execute. Still have the man advantage. They've got this incredibly powerful Osser Shield. If he spots a player, now has him pinned back by these bookshelves. Of course, there is a rotate there. Allzet getting in position to try and set the diffuser down. Rorik's playing from above, but he's just watching right now. He's watching the cover.
Ooh.
And speaking of cover, it is immense from Kikiniwi's they're doing double duty there. Holding the same angle. And it was just a firing range. That entire final engagement was people walking into the sightlines of the Osser Shield. That's if that's your plan, then you need to go back to the drawing board, really. I know.
Oh well, good, but I want to draw your attention back to detail you raised up earlier. So this hypothetical Intero David Attenborough commentary you're talking about.
Yes.
What are the rules here exactly? Who's doing what?
You put David Attenborough on play-by-play, obviously.
Ah, of course, yeah.
Okay. There's a YouTuber, a Siege YouTuber. I forget his name, which is a real shame because I remember watching a brilliant video they made about 3 months ago when FreeCam first came out, and it was about the rare Caveira in her natural habitat, and it was so well done. It's just a very, very well scripted, very well made video of a Caveira on the hunt. It's so good, like as a nature documentary. I will try and find it after this game if you're.
Oh, that rings a bell. Actually, I might have seen it.
It was so good. One of the best pieces of Siege content out there, honestly.
All right, I'm curious now. I'm not sure if I have seen it, but I would like to see it.
We could always watch party it after this game.
Yeah, right. I'm done.
Yeah.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Do I have time for the? No, I don't have time. Never
No,
mind.
you do.
Right.
Go for it. Go for it.
All right, cool. We'll be quick for this one. It is a short one. Number 4. Anteaters have no teeth. Their lack of teeth doesn't seem to pose any problems for anteaters, as their tongues and claws do all the work when it comes to foraging.
Well, yeah, I mean, what are they chewing? Like, are they gonna chew ants? Really?
That's a good point. No, yeah, you just vacuum them up like
Exactly.
a Henry Hoover. Other vacuums are available.
If I had a pet, we're not on an official channel. You can say whatever the fuck you want. If I had a pet anteater, I'd definitely call him Henry or Pneumatic. I would get a collection of anteaters and name them all after different vacuum cleaners. We'd have a Hoover, we'd have Dyson.
My childhood dog was called Dyson, and yes, he was named after the Hoover.
Was he named after the same guy?
I don't think he wasn't named after the man himself. He was just named after the Hoover thing. But fun, like, remember my mum getting very annoyed because there was like a little bone that promised it would take a dog like 1 hour to chew through, and it didn't even take him 5 minutes to eat the whole thing.
What a machine! He got the
know.
dog in him. Iwi's been down outside somehow. Hypex finishes off a player at range. I've really lost track of this round, to be honest. I was deep in the source.
I know, I'm
Rorik-
sorry, I'll stop distracting you. I'll let you get back to casting.
Well, Rorik has kind of just done his thing. No way you survive this, Uzi, while reloading. 4 in a row for Unlimited, and they are really running away with it now. This is the most dominant that Unlimited have looked on any attack so far this season. So they've stepped up a gear. They really have. I think that you know what? This is the thing. This team has not had regular play, like really at a high level. They've been competing in some other leagues. To be fair, they were in Vibrant League, which I've lost track of actually. I need to check up on the Vibrant League playoffs. I might do that after these games as well because a lot of these teams play in it, and it's interesting to sort of keep tabs.
Looks more like the Unlimited I remember seeing during the Rainbow Rumble qualifiers, because I remember watching them thinking they were going to go quite far.
And then they just didn't.
And then they just collapsed when the actual Rumble started.
Yeah, they won one game, didn't they?
Something like that.
So
But in the qualifiers, they were absolutely insane. They were destroying everyone.
Master Bedroom.
Attackers have located a
Final Bastion for the Mickey, and a 4-2 split on defense of Chalet is not the worst thing that could happen to you, but Unlimited are known to be very proficient on defense of Chalet in particular. So I would say this is a must-win round for the Mickey, and then they really need to step up a gear when it comes to the attack as well, because they've not been playing at their best. And Rorik has been virtually unstoppable as well as of the past few rounds, so I'm going to keep an eye on him during this entry and see... Oh, he's just running back to spawn. No, okay. We'll see if he gets the entry frag for, like, the 4th time in a row. Well, I don't think he got it last time, but Unlimited certainly did. Anti to fact number 4 or 5, whatever we're on.
Oh, sorry, right.
Go for it.
I feel like we need one serious round, but okay, I'll do this one quick. They have the lowest body temperature of any mammal.
Ooh. I think that's the best one yet. That's a real... That's like a flex. You know? If I was an anteater, I'd be going around telling all the mammals that fact.
Number 6, I think, is a strong contender, though, but all in good time.
Does that not have any follow-up? Is there no reasoning behind why they have such a low temperature?
There is
They eat lots of fire ants, keeps them warm. The spicy bees as well.
I'll keep it quick. Just bear in mind, there's a game of Siege going on.
Yeah, but also, you know, we're on my channel, so fuck the siege.
So when it comes to
You know,
land
Tom
dwelling...
has up the siege. I've got fuck the siege.
Yeah, fair enough. So when it comes to land-dwelling mammals, the anteater has lowest body temperature at approximately 89.6 degrees Fahrenheit, likely due to the fact their main dietary staple has little to no nutritious or energy value, despite the large quantities they consume of it.
I need a conversion there on the Fahrenheit. I'm not a Fahrenheit man. I don't know what it
So
means.
that'll probably be about... is it 790 divided by?
Wait, you're actually doing the conversion?
Something like 16 degrees Celsius, I think, something like that.
Wow, okay, that's like below room temperature.
Hang on, I mean, double check.
They would actually chill my room by being in it. Do they exude mild temperatures as well, I suppose?
Oh, no, hold on, I'm wrong. Oh, you subtract this. Oh, okay. No, it's actually 32 degrees.
Oh, okay, that's still warm. Cool. Yeah, I think if you're that cold, you're technically a reptile or something, right? Because you're cold-blooded. Which, you know, to be fair, they're close to being in sort of style. But Hypix has forced his way to the site. He's immediately traded out, but Kick finds one as well. Uzi down for the count inside a piano. Unresable, realistically. Rorik holding firm while Ozzy gets the diffuser down, and Iwi on the cover. There's virtually no way back here. As long as Unlimited play disciplined, they have the cutoffs, they have plenty of cover. Kick can play. He is watching for this bathroom jump out. He has to be careful of that. He's doing double duty there. Kick should be able to hold that. Looks like the res is going to come through. Halver now working, but Kick on the window, does his job. And Ozzy finds the final kill. On to Halver. 5-1 and 5 rounds in a row on the attack of Chalet. I want to say this is going to get done and dusted very quickly, but Siege is a game of two halves. Woo! Cast a bingo time. Anyway.
But it does indeed seem like Unlimited are standing tall in this round, much like the female anteater once it gives birth, which is fact number 6.
I think I prefer this brand of color commentary, honestly.
I'm glad you enjoy my company. Unlike the anteater, which is typically a solitary animal.
Wait, hold on. Have you just blown 2 facts in one round?
No, this is the follow-up to the previous one.
Oh, so the fact that they stand up is and have.
Well, I'll do that. I'll
give us the context. Flesh it out for us.
Right, so start again. So female anteaters give birth standing up.
Okay.
Anteaters are typically solitary animals, but do come together during mating season. The males then leave the family, while the females continue to live and travel with their offspring for 2 years. When it's time to give birth, females deliver in an upright position using their tail for support. They have only one baby at a time, and the newborns are called pups.
Ah. Anteater pups. That's cute.
Once they are fully grown and able to survive in the wild, anteaters leave their mothers and go off by themselves.
Attacker's objective is to
Aw.
defuse a bomb.
A bit like
Do they
humans,
write back?
really.
Do they write home anytime? Or is it... Are they typically quite kind of cold? Do they not visit? They don't bring flowers and celebrate the 50th, you know?
Wait, is that what humans do? Hang on a minute. I better go call my mum.
But you see, if you were given birth to in an upright position, then maybe you were a bit confused as a child. You're like, I must adopt the way of the anteater and never see my mum again. Could
I
do
don't
that
know
too.
if my mum was standing up while she gave birth to me. I'm sure she probably sitting there going, I put in so much effort bringing you into this world. Can at least show some respect back.
I definitely landed on my head on the way out.
Is that why you're so bald? Just like scar tissue.
Yeah, I didn't get I didn't get brain damage. I just got male pattern baldness. Who's this? Cheeky little Hypex. What are you doing there? What are you doing there? Oh wait, no, that's Rorik. What am I saying? I read it wrong. Hypex. Okay, Rorik didn't get a kill from that peak. Hypex died instead elsewhere. Very confusing. Wild takes out kick, and they are flooding the bathroom. Get a plumber in. That's got to be one of my favourite off-the-cuff lines I've ever said, and it's on this fucking stupid cast. Alright,
It's been overshadowed by anteater facts.
yeah, Uzi, go on. Get in there. All Zet's the last one alive. You know what you got to do. Do it, Nobles. We know you're a blitz. Ooh, little tap on the shoulder there. Oh, very cheeky, but doesn't work. Just hoping. And that's the end of that. Libicki taking the first attacking round with a very chaotic approach. Will we see more blitz? I hope so. It's fun.
It was good watching him charge down the stairs really quickly. He's a real fast runner, much like anteaters.
They
Most
are
of the
fast.
time-
I remember
most of
this from the
time-
video.
Most of the time, you won't see an anteater move faster than a slow shuffle. Even the ones who spend most of their time among tree branches will never be seen doing more than lounging or crawling at a snail's pace. But if scared or startled, they can run fairly fast. Up to 30 miles an hour, in fact.
Wow. I feel like you're doing your job far better than I'm doing mine. Just in general, today. This is a top showing from you.
Thank you.
Alright. Bar defense. Was that master defense? Yeah.
Attackers have
It was either
located
master
a
or
bomb.
kitchen. If I have to rehost the next round, I guess we'll find out when the players are angry. Alright. So.
I will say as well in your defense as well, we're both doing multiple tasks at once. So yeah, I think we can forgive like this casting quality being not quite what it was expected.
Why are my arrows now backwards?
What have you done?
10 seconds.
I've spawned into this round and my arrow controls
5 seconds
for
left.
rotating and like tilting the camera
Attackers
are
objective
inverted.
is the bomb.
Hang on, it's not too late. We can call a rehost.
Someone do team damage and then disconnect. Wait, no, don't do team damage. Someone disconnect. I love the fact that you can do team damage in prep and that invalidates a rehost. It is my belief that if you know that your opposition have a player that keeps disconnecting, you should, for the strategical advantage, damage your teammates in prep phase. Right?
I think, if I remember rightly, someone told me admins are told to keep an eye out for it, and if there is like a deliberate attempt at team damage, just not count it.
Ooh, okay, interesting. So because it is essentially an abuse of the rules. So yeah, that makes sense.
Oh my god, I just saw that as well. Damn, that was very unfortunate.
Well, I mean, it's not the worst place for one to be fair. Like, you know,
No,
if they
actually,
send
yeah.
the nade pass to try and get this one down. But yeah, that's an oopsie.
Actually, yeah, making attacking from piano side kind of makes sense, actually. We can make this work.
Well, they've lost Yellow as well already. A pair of frags gone.
Didn't even throw any as well. Those are both lost as well. Yikes.
Yeah.
That is an absolute disaster, that is.
All right, let's see how they unpick this defense. Very standard setup here on the Unlimited side. Besides the fluffed one by magnet we overlooked. So really it's just a case of probing. This is like the early stages of a, you know, of a setup in a football match. You do that kind of passing around the center circle, play possession, just poke and prod, and eventually an opening will appear. And you play that through ball, you thread that needle, and you get that long range kill. There it is. Wild. Like Kevin De Bruyne. Takes that Hypix at range. Nice shot even in chat. Respecting the talisman. The Belgian talisman. He's not Belgian, is he? It's a shame. I should have picked I don't know what nationality he is. Rorik with a run out though. Unlimited's man of the hour. And even more from Rorik. What is he up to? Oh! A 3-piece from Rorik! And he single-handedly may have won this round for his team. The nade is going to come cooked down onto his position. But all Halver can do is drop into the waiting arms of Ulze, and that puts Unlimited on match point.
That's it. Call it. It's done.
Surely. Rorik. Oh my god, what a game he's having.
Mickey's mental in the bin. It's done.
Where's the segue this time, though, Rorik? You're slacking. You're slacking.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the segue is for this one. Okay.
Let's workshop it. Okay, all right. You've got something. Go.
I think I figured it out. So yeah, that round had a very different result. Much like anteaters, which all differ slightly depending on their species.
Yeah, okay. I can see how that was a difficult one. I'll accept it. I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10.
I'm not gonna bother reading the follow-up as well because it's just a whole load of waffle. So yeah, they're all different colors, they're all different weights, they're all different sizes.
As you might expect for different species and properties. So cool, yeah.
That's a bit like saying, do you know golden retrievers and chocolate labradors are not the same?
Yeah. Well, I'm actually completely dense about dogs. I would hazard I would say that probably after this stream, I know more about anteaters than I know about dogs. I'm more of a cat person.
Well, I've only got one more anteater fact left.
Well, I mean...
So, if this does go another round, I can bring up some dog facts instead, just to keep you up to speed on that one.
Thank you. So considerate. Alright. Let's get a look at this then. Wine defense. Here we go. We've got... operators. On both sides, teams have chosen to play as the characters available. What do you think of that, Rory?
Sorry, I was too busy looking at dog facts.
Don't worry. I said both teams have chosen to play operators.
Oh, it's a bold strategy there, Gerry. Let's see who it works out for.
My money's on Unlimited. I think they choose operators very well. In that they click on the option during the pick phase and they load into game, and it isn't a random selection. The Mickey also do this, but I think Unlimited to do it better. And I have no reason for that, and I will fight you for this. That Go-Yo canister will detonate, buying Ulze a little bit of time. You can turn his back to the breach, which is freshly open. Take a few pot shots through it, sees the thermite on the other side. That is wild. Capital firebolts in play, as well as smoke bolts, and that is where Ulze may get his value from as the warden, not wrecking a C4. He's got that shield instead. Flash comes out. Activate those goggles. Here we go, Ulze. Can you get the fight in your favor now? No. Wild opts to play it safe. Not too sure what that flash was for then. Where's the follow-up? Nothing. You know, the goggles will recharge. Your flash grenade will not.
This feels very one note from Lamicki as well. Like, where's the breakthrough going to come from?
Hypix is above, as is Rorik, and they're holding against Halver, who's holding his long angle, but he doesn't really need to push past it. Rorik can impact beneath a bit further, or can he? No, he's used them both. We'd need to call on Hypix to do that, to get the angle directly above Halver. Out comes the smoke, and we're going to stay on top down for this, because Ulze finds the kill onto Wild, but in the meantime, Hypix and Ulze, they chime in. Down goes the Fuser. This is it. This is surely it. 7-2.
7-1. Oh no, 7-2.
7-2, 7-2. Yeah, 7-2. And as a victory speech, as a way of rousing our incredible Rorik, who went 10-3, why don't you give us the final Antietam fact?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to stop the TeamSpeak recording just now.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a valiant effort from Lamicki Inc. But much like the giant anteater, they couldn't stave off extinction long enough.
Aww. That's actually a really sad one to end on.
I feel like that's quite a poetic ending as well.
Yeah, it is. But
It's a good one to finish the night off on, I think.
It's a bit of a downer, though. So what that does to the standings is it means that Dunlimited grab all 3 points from that 7-2 victory, and they jump from 6 right up into... Ooh. Second, I believe, because of the round difference. Because that was such a big victory, they will go +3, and Lamicki will go +3 as well. But... because Dunlimited just beat Lamicki, they have the head-to-head. So they will be just ahead of Lamicki on head-to-head, which is the second tiebreaker behind round difference. Equal on points.
Equal on points, yeah. So that will jump them up to third.
Cool. Interesting.
Big day today as well. So yeah, we now no longer have a team unbeaten, and we now no longer have a team who has not won a game. So yeah, very big game today. A very big day. Yeah,
and a lot of washouts, honestly. Ice Force completely dominant on Bank against Sked with a 7-3. ITB Academy flexing their new jerseys with a 7-1 over Valor on Oregon, their first win of the season as well. Massive props to them. And congratulations on the acquisition of a new org. And then Unlimited with another very impressive chalet display, this time sealing it out in regulation, 7-2. So some very, very quick games. 7-3. They got quicker as we went on. Oh, not really. 7-3, 7-1, 7-2. We haven't had... Sorry.
I think we're starting to see a divide start to form between the teams now. I think, yeah, the first couple of days trying to feel each other out a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I think they've started to figure each other out as well. Now I think people have figured out the tricks, the strats. Yeah. Starting to see a bit of a divide going. No more overtimes. No overtimes today, which is a bit of a shame. But
we're also starting to see the invited teams edge their way towards the top of the standings ever so slightly. Valor, the lowest placed of those. Of course, Unlimited will be in third. But KT and Sked looking worse for wear out of all of these teams. Of course, KT doing themselves no favours with 2 forfeit losses this weekend. So we'll see what happens with their situation after the split. But that is basically the first split of League of Challengers done, because we have now got a relatively sizable break while we let South Breach kind of take centre stage. They've got qualifiers on the weekend, qualifiers on weekdays as well. So there's simply no room to do our league alongside that at the moment. So we take a little break and we're back sort of mid-December on a Wednesday the 13th of December, I believe. So that's the next game. So you've got a good couple of weeks now. Rory, I said we'd watch that thing. I'm going to try and find it. So the Anteater... No, not Anteater. That's a different thing.
No, it was the Caveira... what was it? The Caveira nature documentary thing.
I'm going to just Google Caveira nature documentary and see if it comes up in Google.
By the way, if you do want to show the updated standings real quick, the stream has caught up with us, so I can put the result through now.
Yes. Okay, fantastic. Let's go for it. Dun, 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 dun. There we are. Wait, what?
Wait,
you put it the wrong way around.
Oh shit! Hang on, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. It's all right.
Here we go. There it is. That's what we should be looking at.
Best admin EU. Yep.
Oh wait, well that's done half of it. Done limited D3 points.
Yeah, no, I need to actually put the result through properly.
Oh, I see. So you've undone it now.
Yeah. You have to restart the match.
There we go. All right. So
okay, right now you can put it through properly.
You didn't lose the map veto by doing that, did you?
No. I've learned from my mistakes.
Good. All right. So yeah, these are how the standings look at the end of the first split. 4 play days done. There is, of course, 1 game to be played, which is between Lamicki Inc. and Sked. So we could see Lamicki Inc. push towards even first place, potentially. Or, well, actually, they won't push for first place. They'll get to, at best, second after that match, if they can get all 3 points. Sked still hunting for their first regulation win, at the very least. They've won one in overtime, but they could push up again a bit further. But it's starting to get close, especially if Into the Breach Academy can carry on that form and this sort of new org buff that they seem to have. Then we could be looking at a really tight top four, or a really tight league in general, and the top four go through to the playoffs. So at the moment, it's literally the difference between 4th and 5th is round difference. That's it. And you've got only a few points separating every team, really. It's really, really close across the board. Like you said, no one's flawless, and no one is sitting on a donut either. Everyone's won a game, everyone's lost a game.
I think the only team at this minute that, well, they're not fully out of it just yet, but I think maybe it's asking a little bit too much of them is KT, unfortunately.
I would say so.
I think, yeah, like 3 points at this stage, so they're 3 points off of a playoff spot.
With only 3 games remaining.
With only 3 games left as well, yeah. Sked obviously not doing too well as well, but they do have a game in hand. So if they can win that, I think they're in a strong position to maybe make something happen.
And you know what's funny is that at this point, I expected to be able to look at a matchup and say, okay, this team should win that game. Like they're the favourites. I didn't make any predictions for today. Not a single one. Because, how can you? How can you make predictions in this league? It's so close. You could, on their day, KT could beat any one of these teams. Same goes for Sked, even though they're bottom right now. So I'm just glad that we've got this league going and that it's so close, because it's rare to see such an evenly spread league.
No, right? Like, I don't know what we're at now, but I remember just before this play, they were averaging 13 rounds a game.
Yeah.
Well, we've gone down a little bit now, but...
Yeah, definitely. Very different day today.
I'm just happy, though. I'm glad there's, no real runaway winner just yet, and there's no one falling behind.
No.
Tier 2 is looking strong.
At the moment, I want to take a moment to just say there were a lot of people doubting the invite of IAS, and I think they are quite confidently proving that they should be in here right now and considered. So I'm really happy that they've stepped up for this. They were very pleased to be invited to be part of this. I don't think they realised that. I think they knew that they were flying under the radar a little bit, basically. And there are a lot of other teams around that kind of respected them. But now they're actually proving themselves, which is cool to see. But of course, this is only the halfway stage, and we have the playoffs as well. So yeah. Cheers, Rory. This was really fun. I'm glad you kept me company for all of this.
I'd also like to apologise to all of you for my part in massively bringing the quality of the cast down. It will not happen again.
You did not.
I'm also a massive liar. It will happen again.
Honestly, I'm imagining. So teams do rewatch these VODs. I don't think Sked and Ice Force are gonna enjoy rewatching their VOD, but we've made Valor, ITB, Dunlimited, and the Mickey Inks time a lot more bearable. I hope. I don't know. Maybe it's a lot of times sticking my face on a screen makes watching anything far more unbearable. So quite the opposite effect. But yeah, it is what it is.
I absolutely know for a fact. I'm going to check Twitter later. I'm just going to say this casting is absolute shit.
You think people tweet about our casting? Nah.
Yes.
No one's bothered. All right. Well, yeah. Cheers, Rory. I'm going to wrap stuff up here then. I think I'm just going to let's have a look who I can raid. Let's see who's about. Is Tom J. Sherlock doing anything? No, I'm not sure. Hold on. Let me just get me on this. We will. I'm now Big Gerry, full screen Gerry.
Big Gerry.
Okay, yeah. There's no one I want to raid. Never mind. All right. What's Rainbow Six BR doing? I don't actually follow that.
That's a women's league of some sort. By
it is.
it.
I could raid that. Yeah, let's raid that. Why not? All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming along. I know this was very hodgepodge for a cast. We set a really high standard yesterday with the production and everything, and the past 2 weeks and the casting. So it's just a shame that we had this sort of emergency befall our staff, and we couldn't really get something together that was as high quality, as pristine as it has been. But I thought we owe it to the teams to make sure that their games are seen. So yeah, I'm glad that we were able to do this. Or that me and Rory were able to do this, sort of scrabble together something. Yeah, expect big changes as well. Expect a lot of stuff to be vastly improved and very different when we come back to the new split, because we've got the new season coming, we've got new observer slots. That makes a huge difference when it comes to esports. We can have double up on observers to get a free cam specialist and a player specialist, etc. It'll look really, really neat and swish if we get that running up. So yeah, that's where it's going to be at. It's going to be some of the first games that you'll get to see competitively with that aspect in. So do follow me. I'm announcing all of these things on Twitter, in case you're wondering. Drop a follow on the channel if you really want to. I don't stream on here very often, but when I do, it's usually community casts and things. Yeah. I'm going to say thank you to Rory for joining us again. And yeah, that's it. Let's raid these guys. Anything to say, Rory?
Do you know what? I'm going to end on a high note.
Quick.
Give me 2 seconds.
You got 6 seconds before you raid. Never mind.
Oh!
I just raided.
Oh shit, did you?
That happened in like the last second.
Damn it.
Oh well, if anyone didn't follow the raid, then whatever. We're gonna call it off here. So many gift subscriptions. Who did you gift? Who did you gift to? We've got Justin, Weed Puma, Doral Offie, Hypod, and Trift. Lovely. Oh, okay. Hold on, no. So it didn't raid. It sort of held back because of that. That's sick.
Nice.
Nice. All right.
Hey,
well,
there we go.
Yeah, we get to celebrate it, and we get to see this gift again. I really do love that. All right. Well, yeah. Okay, we'll raid now then. Go enjoy the women's Rainbow Six Brazil League, and yeah, we'll catch you later. Bye.
I am off to the pub.
Great. All right, we're done.